Hello, people. Let's do a collective read. Let's get into it. Hello, Creator. What you gonna show us today? What shall we learn? Right. One more. Ace of Wands upright. Okay. I feel like you're learning how to nurture something that's really important to you. You feel like it's authentic to you and it's true to who you really are. And you feel like it could grow really well. And you want to encourage that growth. Okay. And you want to stick to that intention of like, yeah, I'm growing this thing and it's authentic to me and who I am. Devil reversed. Yeah. I feel like you're not somebody who stays bound to what society decides. I feel like you like to think for yourself, and not in a mean way, but kind of like, almost like in a fire sign way. Like you want to embody your truth. You want to embody what's true for you, and you don't want to follow just what everyone follows just because you feel like it's almost useless or it doesn't add any value to society. Or I just get that you're someone who is kind of rebellious. Full reverse, yeah. I get you can be rebellious. Maybe even sometimes a bit reckless. Some people may think that. Okay, so why are those there? Okay. Oh, okay. So I get you're somebody who sees things in a way where it's really different to how other people experience it. So you may experience this in a really different method than the way other people, almost like you how do I describe this? You function on a level that's very perceptive. I feel like you're very perceptive, but in a unique way. In a very unique way. Yeah, I feel like it's very unique, or it's almost like I wouldn't say you're hidden, but how do I describe this? Almost like you're from a different. You feel really different, or if it actually feels like you are different though. If the Four Pentacles, and I think you hold this back, the way you perceive things, the way you understand things, even the way that you manage things and perceive things. I think you keep it hidden because you know it's different, or you feel like people wouldn't accept it, or King of Swords. But I actually feel like you're really onto it. Oh, I get it. You're somebody who can really see when things are not genuine. You can really tell when things are not genuine, and you want to commit to oh, okay. Yeah, you want to commit to what's authentic and genuine to you, and you'd like to kind of encourage that in the people around you, or you want to see that more in your life and as a reflection of you. The Three of Swords is upright. I feel like the reason you know how to do this is because of the pain that you've gone through in your life. Okay, it's led you to understand different things in a really deep way. I get the feeling your experiences are not um necessarily the most common or something. There's something different about the way you've experienced something. Oh, I know it. There could be someone who's really significant to you. I feel like this is a person. I feel like they're the opposite of you. I feel like they're very free flowing, maybe social butterfly. I feel like they're very emotionally vulnerable and open with others. And I feel like you're kind of like the opposite. Um, this person's very caring, they're very open and compassionate with how they are. They could love animals. They're very engaged in being vulnerable. And I feel like you are, but in a different way. It's like you're more in depth, or you have more psychological understanding of the things that are not sincere, or the things that are not genuine. Where I feel like your partner or this person really close to you, I feel like they mean a lot to you. Two of Cups did come up with them. There's someone you care a lot about. I feel like this person is not so careful, or they're not as perceptive, or they trust. They put a lot of high regard in others. Um, they hold a high regard in others, and you may feel like it's dangerous to do that. It's dangerous. Ace of Swords upright. Yeah, I feel like you're able to pierce through the things that people hide about themselves. Okay, Nine of Cups. I feel like you're very confident about that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So rescue upon yeah. I think you've had a lot of experiences in your life where people have made you feel unworthy, or they made you feel like you're not allowed to be confident. Um, and these types of experiences helped you to see where there's things that are not right, things that are not good, things that are not good. Three of Wands, yeah. Okay, you're very reflective. You're very reflective internally. Like you may go and kind of hermit somewhere, kind of isolate a bit to reflect on stuff. And I feel like if you have a partner, she's more talkative, talk it out with everybody. Um, collectively engaged, and I feel like you're a bit different. Empress upright. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, yeah. I feel like you're a really rebellious person. You rebel. You rebel. You like to hold your own it reminds me of Aquarius a lot. um you like to hold your own truth and your own value, and with the temperance reversed, I don't get this as imbalance. Do you know what I get? You don't like to keep the peace of what people think you're supposed to be. You don't like that. You feel like it's dishonest. It makes you annoyed. I feel like you're kind of strict, or I don't know, there's a strictness. Okay, all right. Four of Cups. Oh, this was part of your path. Four Cups comes out, the star reversed. Ooh. Yeah, I get you could have had a lot of scarcity in your life. Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Judgment upright. Yeah. You could have had a lot of scarcity, or you could have put a lot of effort into lots of different things that didn't work. And I feel like it's really refined the way that you perceive and discern things. Okay. It feels more so than discerning, not just discerning. It feels like it's like you understand it to a really deep level. The values of why people do something. You can see things very clearly. Five of Swords. I feel like you're very strategic in your thinking as well. It's telling me about you. Oh, okay, all right. So here we go. Here we go. And I had this little. Oh, okay, yep. So the creator is at this moment in your life. It's showing me that you've gone through a lot of stuff and you've learned how to discern a lot of negative things, and you learn how to be cautious and to be careful. You want to rebel against the social norms because you feel like they reinforce the toxicity, they reinforce dysfunction, and you want to hold your own, which I think is great. And I think there's support in that as well. Um, and there's support to continue growing that way. However, there is a small little lesson here because the creator's card come out. There's a lesson about the creator wanting you to embrace kindness more, or not kindness, but gratitude. That's it, gratitude, and to embrace gratitude, so that it softens your rigidity. Because when you see a lot of hard things, and then you kind of become a bit more callous than normal, because it's a lot to take on. It's a lot to take on mentally. It's a lot to take on in your body, even. You know. Um, and emotionally, it's a lot for you to take on. So I think the creator wants to they want you to be aware that um, you can incorporate gratitude into your life. There are things you can be grateful for, and to have a gentle approach to, even if it's just a curious approach, like, oh, um, wow, these trees are really pretty today, or just something kind and light. I think they want you to experience more of the lightness, because I feel like there's a lot of heaviness that you've experienced, and even though those lessons were good, it's time to grow in a new way now. It's time to incorporate. I think that might be another reason why you have that other person in your life who's really open. They're like the opposite of you. They're really open and vulnerable, and I think that person's in your life to show you a different way. To incorporate, to integrate the balance between um the dense and tense side of life and the things that you've experienced with what is good, and to have gratitude in that. Yeah. So it's a transformation that's awaiting to happen. Yeah. Magician. Wow. Okay. Right. Yeah. So I think they want you to have a bit more kindness and to be present. Not so much just always trying to discern, not so much always trying to find the fault, not so much of that. It's like those things can be helpful. They could be really good in career. It can be good, but it might not always be the best thing in relationships. You know what I mean? So I think they're wanting you to integrate kindness and integrate gratitude, to integrate areas in your life and with people you can do this with, integrate positive regard, kindness, all the things that I think your partner embodies. Yeah, they want you to go inward in a different way, in a way where it's compassionate, a compassionate way. Okay, Six of Cups. I feel like you're kinda a little bit rigid. I can feel like you don't want to do this, or I feel like you don't want to. The wheel. You could be expecting children or something like this, and I think it is a part of your cycle. If you are, I'll just say that if you are expecting children, I think it's part of your cycle to. Oh, I need to sneeze. Hang on. It's part of your cycle to embody the innocence now. So I feel like you. It's like you've had a lot of experiences that not a lot of people have had, and I'm not saying you're the only one, but it's like out of the 8 billion people that are here, I think maybe I don't know. I just feel like it's a very small, maybe 1 billion or less than 1 billion people have experienced what you've had, which sounds like a lot, but just for example, sadness, I'd say about 8 billion people have experienced that. I feel like yours is not as common, like war or something, or I don't know, or like you work for some really intense agency where you have to like psychologically discern things or something like this. Like it feels really intense, and I think they want you to have balance. Why? Emperor reverse. Oh, it's too much structure, too much structure, too much. Yeah, it makes you rigid. They want you to be King of Cups, compassionate, understanding, trustworthy, beginning, believing, and protected. There's a innocence that they want to reinstall in a healthy way. Okay, not in a naive way, but just in a healthy way. They want you to feel connected to yourself and to your life. All right. Okay, that's all I've got. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, bye.